one fall a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first at 216 pounds out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He is the light heavyweight champion of the world, Steve Mr. Electricity Regal. And his opponent at 240 pounds out of Phoenix, Arizona, Tom Zenk. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if I may please have your attention, two announcements. One, in a match held this past Friday evening, Brad Rangan was injured at the hands of King Tonga and underwent knee surgery yesterday and will not be here. In addition, due to a death in his family, Jerry Blackwell could not be here. However, his place is being taken by 340-pound Larry the Axe Hennig.
Steve Regal, light heavyweight champion, takes no time in attacking Tom Zenk from behind. A typical maneuver by Mr. Steve Regal. Now here's two excellent young wrestlers.
All right, Blackjack Lanza and Ken Resnick at ringside. Regal hammering Zenk down with that forearm. And Jack, as you mentioned, the light heavyweight champion, not even waiting for the bell, now the head cracker.
Well, that's one of the reasons why he's the light heavyweight champion of the world. He doesn't leave anything for a chance. He just takes every advantage he can.
Of course, in this one, as you well fans heard, Regal giving away 25 to 30 pounds. But he is indeed light heavyweight champion as he hammers away at Tom Zenk out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, most of the heavyweight wrestlers in today's AWA and around the world are 235, 240, up to 300 pounds. And the record of Steve Regal with the people his own weight is unsurpassed with any of the other champions we've ever had in the light heavyweight championship.
Regal has held on to that championship belt for over a year and a half. And in all honesty, Blackjack Lanza, Regal has done very well against much heavier opposition, as we're seeing right now.
Well, he's no patsy, I'll tell you that. He is the champion of the world, light heavyweight. And he is used to, like you say, wrestling much bigger and heavier opponents than himself. He knows his way around the ring. He's been there.
Regal very much the aggressor in the opening minutes of this bout. Tom Zenk unable to get any kind of offense generated whatsoever. Regal now, as you can see, into a chicken wing. Referee Eddie Sharkey checking with Zenk as whether he wants to submit. Now, Blackjack, with the pressure that Regal is putting on the shoulder area, technically enough pressure applied, Zenk could submit, but he certainly doesn't look like it.
He certainly could, and Steve Regal set him up beautifully by wearing him down and then getting the hold on him. And getting the hold and taking him right down. But he is making a comeback now, but as you see, Steve Regal grabbing the hair.
And now they're in the corner. Referee ordering the break. Regal went for the cross, but Zenk reversed. He said, look at that one. Regal slammed into the turnbuckle. The force lifted him literally right off his feet. Now Regal asking, begging for mercy, but Zenk goes right in, a boot to the midsection. But one of the Regals, Regal is champion as he grinds away into the arms. Now look at that. He rakes Zenk's eyes right across that top ring rope.
That's one of the things. Somebody tampers with your eyes. There's not much you can really do. He doesn't know where he's at. There, he almost falls to the ring right there. Extremely painful, as everyone knows. Ever been poked in the eye.
Now Regal right back on him. One of the marks, the experience of the light heavyweight champion, Jack Lanza, does not give his opponent time to catch his breath whatsoever. The boots now across the eyes again, working on the eyes.
Regal's in excellent shape, and he can go for a full hour if need be. So Tom Zenk better be in the best physical condition of his life.
Now again, right back, putting tremendous pressure on that shoulder joint area.
There's not too many things I like about Steve Regal, but one of the things I do like about him, as every champion has, it's the ability to turn adversity into his own liking, and he has a real natural ability to do this. He can turn a match as quick as 3 seconds.
Talking about turning it around. Look at Tom Zenk reversing that arm bar. Now he twists at it. Arm is champions, but again, Regal right back. Reverses it on his own. Now an elbow to the shoulder area, continuing to work on that shoulder, trying to weaken it.
Tom Zenk has made tremendous strides in his wrestling career. Steve Regal does have the experience on him. There's no question about that. But Tom Zenk is an excellent prospect. He hasn't been wrestling that long, but he's really given an account of himself. He comes with excellent credentials.
Great physique on Zenk. Out of Phoenix, Arizona, former Mr. Minnesota.
Good-looking kid. He's tremendous. Reminds me of myself.
Now,
10 years
the
ago.
only thing possible, trying to work through his feet, but I don't know if the camera picked it up, but Regal going for the trunk.
I tell you, it really reminds me of Mike Shields in his heyday.
Again, Ken Resnick here at ringside, along with a very modest Blackjack Lanza. Steve Regal, light heavyweight champion, continues to work on that arm and shoulder socket of Tom Zenk. Referee Eddie Sharkey asking Zenk.
I was just going to comment on this. Okay, now, excellent wrestling maneuver right here. Trying to turn him over for the pin, a 1, 2, 3. Now, in amateur wrestling, he had that arm twisted around where 90-degree angle, and that's it. But in professional wrestling, naturally, the rules are relaxed somewhat as far as amateurs are concerned, and get away with much more than you do in amateur wrestling.
Regal was able to get on a count of 2. Strategy, Jack, very obvious, trying to weaken that one area of Tom Zenk and just throw him off stride. As you well know, anytime you have a part of your body that's injured, you overcompensate. Now Zenk works to his feet. Now what's he going to do? Tries to reverse it, and he does. Excellent, excellent duck under by Tom Zenk. As you mentioned, every time he steps into the ring, he seems to gain more and more experience.
Well, he ended up with a hammerlock on Regal, and see what Regal did, went right to the rope and nailed him.
Referee bent down, didn't see it. Regal with a closed fist.
There's no way you're going to relax against a guy like Regal because he's seen it all.
Now what's he going to do? He's trying to set him up for a back suplex. Down he goes.
Beautiful suplex. And Zenk is hurt.
Goes for the cover, count of 2. Zenk is able to kick out. Interestingly enough, Jack, Steve Regal, very, we'll say, cocky individual in that ring. Instead of going around trying to hook that leg, trying to basically show off to the crowd here at Winnipeg, possibly could have gotten the third.
Exactly right. I never liked that in the first. You're out there to win the match. It was quick, 1, 2, 3 on your opponent. And you sit with one arm up in the air. You better crank the other arm around his neck and hang on anything you can to hold him down there for 3 seconds.
Now look at Zenk as he continues to hammer away. But Steve Regal, willing to do anything, rakes his fingers across the eyes and body slams Zenk down to the mat. Oh! Zenk rolled out of the way. Regal came down full force onto that mat, onto his elbow. Now Zenk goes around for the armbar. And he delivers a few blows of his own to his shoulder area.
He's come along very nicely. You see, Regal was hurt. The elbow went right for the arm. Now, Regal right to the ropes.
Right to the ropes again. Now, look at that. All the way over the top rope. Referee ordering a break. Let's see if Zenk breaks cleanly. Excellent camera work. Puts you right in the ring. Look at Zenk. Runs him right back in the center of the ring. Goes right back now.
Regal wasn't expecting that. He was certainly expecting the referee to get in and break him.
And Zenk with a knee to the elbow area goes right back to that hammerlock.
I like this Tom Zenk for one of the reasons he hasn't had it easy in this match, but he's come back and he won't quit. You're going to have to beat him. You're going to have to hold him down there for 3 seconds.
Now, again, turnabout is fair play as he applies the pressure to the shoulder, joining the light heavyweight champion, Steve Regal. See the referee checking with Regal whether or not he'd like to submit. Now, Regal, you can see it now, again, trying to work his way to the rope.
Tremendous pressure on the elbow and the shoulder. Pop that up.
The referee kicks it out of the way, and then drags it right back in the middle of the ring. Now, Jack Lanza, like it or not, it's part of the rules of professional wrestling. When you're in the ropes, you've got to break the hold. And really what Steve Regal is doing, while the crowd may not like it, still is within his right.
Well, that's a veteran wrestler for you. If he's hurt, he's in a hole he can't get out of, he'll go to the ropes. And normally, the referee will have to break it. Give him a 5 count, have to break it.
Now, You can see Regal's hand pulling the trunks of Tom Zenk. Referee Eddie Sharkey gets behind, catches him, orders the break. Now Regal backs Zenk into the corner. Now what's he going to do? Looks like, again, a forearm to the midsection, and now a shot to the chin. Whips him across, Zenk into the turnbuckles. And Regal, shoulder, Tom Zenk got out of the way, and Zenk alertly goes right back to that arm area. Jack, we've had the opportunity to watch Zenk, and as we talked about, he seems to be gaining experience by leaps and bounds.
Well, that's certainly the only way to get it, and get in there and take your licks, and he's learned. You can see that. I've seen him when he first started. He'd have sat there or whatever, and he'd have got hammered, but this time he outsmarted his somewhat wiser opponent, as we first know.
Tremendous pressure now on the shoulder joint of Steve Regal. Now, Jack, we can see that whole arm of Steve Regal's beginning to turn white as that pressure cuts off the blood. Now, Zenk with an extra elbow of his own. Referee checking the light heavyweight champion. But Regal working now to his feet.
Interesting to watch some of the female fans here looking at Tom Zenk. They really appreciate him.
Well, he is a very good-looking young man. Excellent physique. As we mentioned, a former Mr. Minnesota, now resting on a Phoenix. Off the ropes he comes. Forearm drops Regal. Now, off the rope he comes again. Regal again goes down. Now what's he going to do? Look at the big arm drag takedown. Very excellent moves by Tom Zenk. Leaped right over Regal 2 times, caught the arm on the third, and down he went.
Regal didn't know where Tom Zenk was. He was moving so fast, and when he turned around, the arm dragged it and went right back to the arm.
Now, in addition, as the camera's picking up, Zenk driving that knee into the chin area of Steve Regal. Now he shifts around. Again, the referee checking with Regal.
You can see the shoulder popping out. There's tremendous pressure on that shoulder area, and also the elbow. Tom Zenk, don't let him get to the ropes. He did.
Come on, referee!
Referee gave him a little help there.
10 minutes into this match, and 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Now Regal locks his legs around the rope, and the referee is Eddie Sharkey forced to call for a break. Steve Regal obviously feeling when the going gets tough, he'd like to head for the rope. But Zenk caught him on coming up, went right back to that arm bar, and he twisted around.
Tom Zenk is learning very fast. There was a time a few months ago that he would have sat back, maybe a little tentative about going back to that arm. You notice on the break, boom, he was right back to the arm. And he's going to stay with it, and if he keeps on it, he's going to win this match.
Right from the outset, Regal attacking him from behind, but Zenk withstood that first fury and has waited very patiently and picked his spots in this one. Off the ropes they come. Again, Regal drops down. And Regal with an elbow right to the head of Tom Zenk. And Zenk, believe you me, fans, is obviously dazed. But Regal looks like hurt his arm a little bit in the force of that blow as well. Now, blow to the midsection.
Well, Regal hit him with his right elbow, so he's still hurting from the...
Now, wait, what's he going to do? Look at that. Drives him across the top rope like a cadaver on a slab. That boot and knee to the midsection.
Anytime you get stretched across the turnbuckles like that and get a shot in the stomach like he got, you're going to be feeling that for a few days after.
Now slams his head off the top turnbuckle. Takes him down. And now goes for that reverse chin lock.
I'm not so sure whether this is pretty close to a chokehold. The referee should be checking it. There's a fine line between a chokehold and a legitimate hold when it gets down that close to the throat.
No. You can hear referee Eddie Sharkey checking with him right above us. No. Zenk refusing to submit. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this bout. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Great crowd on hand here at the Winnipeg Arena tonight, Doc.
Yes, very excellent crowd. Always one of the bright spots is coming to Canada, coming to Winnipeg.
I don't know if the camera's been able to pick it up, but you can see Steve Regal blasting against that lower rope stand to put added pressure on Zenk.
Well, he's trying to get the shoulders bent around, get him down for the count of 3, and of course a little help from the ropes.
Regal breaks very quickly. He goes right back. Now the referee orders him to break. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Regal now with a headlock. Tom Zenk trying to strong arm his way out of it, and he's
coming out of it.
He's got the pressure off his temple area, that's for certain. Almost looks like he's going to turn it around into a top wrist lock. And that's just exactly what he's doing. Chest to straight now, right in the middle of the ring.
Back here.
We'll see who comes out ahead on this one. There you see the experience of Steve Regal as he distracted the referee, went for the trunks, and dragged Zenk down to the mat.
Keep off the throat, off the throat.
Well, we've seen that happen before, and Regal again was trying to pin him with one arm.
1 minute remaining in this bout. Now Zenk gets the leg up. Slams Regal up the top turnbuckle. Look at Regal, and this time this corner. He's playing ring around the rosy, going for all four corners. Now Zenk has lost his temper. He's got mad, but he's only got about 30 seconds left in this bout.
The crowd is cheering him on. Here he comes.
Hammering away at Regal. Into the turnbuckle. Boot to the sternum area. Off the rope he comes. Flying drop kick. Oh, he caught him square on the chin. Goes for a cover. Count of two. Regal kicks out at the last instant.
I thought this was going to be a big upset.
Now look at this. Rolls him right over. Count of two. Regal again kicks out.
The thing that's amazing, he's outsmarting Regal at this point.
We're down to 3 seconds left in this one. There it is. 15-minute time limit draw. But without a doubt, Jack Lanza, Tom Zenk has certainly gained a great deal of experience since the last time we saw him in action.
Well, I think he gave Steve Regal, the light heavyweight champion of the world, all he wanted tonight. And it's a feather in his cap to go 15-minute draw.
Here's some of the great action in that bout you just saw.